Hey, what's up? My name is Michael Nunez. We're here at the NASDAQ live in Times Square, and this is Technically Speaking. First up, Elon Musk is once again making headlines because of his erratic behavior on social media. The eccentric billionaire said Tuesday in a tweet that he's working with Goldman Sachs and Silver Lake to take Tesla private. Now, that alone would be pretty shocking and newsworthy, but this story gets much, much weirder. One day earlier, rap star Azealia Banks said on Instagram that she'd been, quote, waiting for days in Elon Musk's home for his girlfriend, Grimes, who's a Canadian singer, to show up for a planned collaboration. Banks added that while living in Elon's home, she saw him, quote, in the kitchen, tucking his tail in between his legs, scrounging for investors to cover his behind after that tweet. Now, the tweet that Azealia Banks was referring to was the one that came a few days earlier, in which Elon Musk told the world he was considering taking Tesla private at $420 per share, and that he had funding secured. The SEC has since launched an investigation into the 420 tweet and is looking for documentation that would show whether Elon Musk's claim is true. To his credit, Elon Musk seems to be sticking to the original plan, saying in a blog post on Monday that the Saudi Arabia Sovereign Wealth Fund has offered to fund taking his electric car company private. Where this story goes from here is anyone's guess, but rest assured we'll be following very closely. Next up, President Trump has signed a bill banning US government agencies from using Huawei or ZTE electronic devices. The president on Monday signed a $716 billion defense policy bill that weakened efforts to punish Chinese telecom giant ZTE for violating US trade laws. The bill explicitly prohibits the US government and its contractors from buying equipment from ZTE, Huawei, and a handful of other Chinese communications companies. Now, this probably sounds bad at first glance, but the outcome of this bill is actually far weaker than what was originally planned. Earlier this year, the US Department of Commerce had installed a crippling 7-year ban on ZTE that prevented it from importing critical phone parts from the US. But shortly after the ban was announced, Trump tweeted his intent to work out a deal, and then shortly after that, a temporary ban lift was announced. And so now, it appears that ZTE is clear to sell in the US yet again. It can sell to any US customers it wants, just as long as those customers aren't government agencies. Still, this deal raises a very important question. Can you really trust ZTE and Huawei with your smartphone credentials if the US government doesn't? And finally, Facebook has quietly purchased a 7-person engineering team from VidPresso for an undisclosed amount. The 6-year-old startup is known for working with TV broadcasters to make their online videos more interactive. The company helps broadcasters add on-screen social media polling, comments, graphics, and helps integrate live broadcasting across Facebook, YouTube, and other platforms. It's crucial to mention that Facebook didn't actually acquire the company VidPresso, but it will be getting the company's technology and 7 of its top employees. Although the deal was quietly announced, it does suggest that Facebook is still interested in increasing the reach of its video broadcasting platform, Facebook Live. To date, Facebook Live has hosted 3.5 billion broadcasts, and they get 6 times as many interactions as traditional video. So, don't be surprised if you start seeing more interactive videos in your newsfeed. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we'll be back next week with more Technically Speaking.